Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Here is Togan again, and I would like to go on to my novel, Meet Me in Istanbul from Richard Crisson. And today is chapter 9, Goodbye, Mr. Dunya. Later that evening, Tom phoned Kemal. He told him about his meeting with Julie. Kemal listened while Tom explained what had happened. Okay, he said. When Tom had finished, listen, I think understand what's happening. Angela was working for Dunya, right? Yes. And then she was worried about something at work, right? Yes. Okay. And then she had her accident. But it wasn't an accident. Tom, you know what I think? I think Angela is alive. She is here somewhere in Istanbul. Dunya is holding her prisoner. What? Think about it, Tom. Angela was worried about something at work. We think it was something to do with Dunya and his export business. And now she has disappeared, but she isn't dead. There was no car accident. Dunya is holding her prisoner. I am sure of it. But, began Tom, I don't... Listen, Tom, continued Kemal. What about the man in the Topkapi Palace today? The man who followed us. You know what I think? I think Dunya and his friends have been watching you since you arrived in Istanbul. They know where you are staying. They know you went to the consulate, and that was how they followed us to the palace today. They know everything about you, Tom. God, said Tom quietly. My God, Kemal, I think you are right. You must be right. But what are we going to do now? I'll tell you, said Kemal. They know where you are staying and they know you are looking for Angela. That's why they are watching you. They want to find out what you do next. Well, I'll tell you what you are going to do next. You are going to leave Istanbul. Now, listen. Next morning, Tom checked out of his hotel. Thank you, he said to the receptionist, and goodbye. Leaving Istanbul? Yes, I'm going home. Goodbye, sir. Have a good journey. Tom took a taxi to Dunya's office. The driver stopped outside. Wait here, please, said Tom. I'll be back in a few minutes. He went into the office. Good morning, he said to the secretary. Is Mr. Dunya here? I've come to say goodbye. She went to the office. Mr. Dunya came out. Ah, Mr. Smith. Good morning, Mr. Dunya. I've come to say goodbye. Leaving so soon? Yes, I went to the British consulate yesterday and spoke to Mr. Pennington. It seems there is nothing I can do here. I am going back to London. Thank you for your help. You are welcome, Mr. Smith. Once again, I am very sorry about your fancy. I am sorry your visit to Istanbul wasn't a happy one. Thank you and goodbye, my plane leaves at midday. At midday? I see. Goodbye, Mr. Smith. Have a good journey. The two men shook hands. Tom turned and left the office. His taxi was waiting. The airport, please, he said as he got in. The taxi moved off. Another car parked 20 meters away, moved away from the pavement and started following. At the airport, Tom walked over to the British Airways desk. He asked about the flight to London, but he didn't check in. Then he bought a newspaper and sat down to wait. He looked around the busy airport. Somewhere among all these people, he thought, someone is watching me. He opened his newspaper and started reading. Then there was an announcement over the loudspeakers. British Airways announced the departure of their flight TK979 for London. Will passengers please proceed to gate 6 for boarding? Tom picked up his things and walked towards passport control. There were lots of people at the entrance to passport control. Tom went into the crowd of people and moved towards a large man whose relatives were saying goodbye. Suddenly, he turned quickly and went into the men's toilet. In the toilet, he took off his jacket and started to wash his hands and face. No one followed him into the toilet. Then there was another announcement. British Airways flight TK979 for London. This is the final announcement. Will passengers please proceed immediately to gate 6? This flight is now closing. Now, hard to Tom heard the announcement but didn't move. He looked at his watch and smiled to himself. The man in the grey raincoat walked over the telephone kiosk and dialed the number. Hello? I saw him leave. Yes, he is on the plane. The man put the phone down and walked away towards the exit. Half an hour later, Tom was in a taxi on his way to Kemal's flat in Şişli. Kemal opened the door. Hello, Tom, he smiled. Everything okay? No problem, smiled Tom. I went into the crowd at passport control, then I hid in the toilet at the last minute. Well done. Dünya and his friends will think you have gone back to London. Now, you can stay here in my flat and we can start looking for Angela. And we know where to start, don't we? Yes, Dünya's office, replied Kemal. So, my friend and ladies and gentlemen and dear children, thank you very much for following me. And now I have to stop to reading the Meet Me in Istanbul chapter 9. After a while I will take the number chapter 10. Till then I am greeting you and say hi from sunny Turkey, and take care of yourself. I love you all. Thank you very much and bye bye.